adventure for the weekend. Pillsbury State Park in southern New Hampshire. Kind of off the beaten path to get here. And where we're going is a shelter, which is off the Sunapee Greenway, Monadnock Sunapee Greenway Trail. But we're going to hit it from the state park. We have parking here. It's $4 a night. So it'll be secure parking. And we're not too far from the trailhead, but I thought I'd give you a view here of what this park's all about. It's fall. You see the colors over there, they're starting to change. Driving in here, southern New Hampshire, definitely pockets of deep red. I think this is going to be a good year for colors. Real good year. Although it's at the time, everything's about a week late from the average. But this is just one of many ponds that are dotted this state park. I'll show you on a map later. I'll get out the map and show you where we are. And just beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna hit the trail. We gotta find it. It's about a quarter mile from here. Here comes one step. She's ready. All right, later. Here we are at the trailhead, Pillsbury State Park. And basically we are right here. And we're gonna go up. It's a 1 mile up. We're gonna go to Balancing Rock here, or Bryant Mountain. We're gonna go up, we're gonna summit that. It's 22, almost a little under 2,300 feet. Then we're gonna come back down. Then we're gonna head that way. And we're gonna, there's a loop here. And then we're gonna come down to shelters right here. So that's 5 miles from here is the shelter. So that's our plan. All right, so here's the trailhead to the Balance Rock. All right, so we're off, and there's one step waiting. All right. Okay. About the third way up this trail to Balancing Rock. A lot of wind damage, but they're doing their best to clean it up. They're working on it this week. They had a machine down there, and you can see the shavings, how this stuff's been cut, freshly cut. So temperature right now is 55, and I'm already in my t-shirt. Perfect hiking weather. Love the fall. No bugs, no people, at least where we are here. Leaves are changing. Look at the colors. You got some sort of, that's an oak tree right there with the red. Every once in a while we get into pockets of like that where a bunch of trees are all turned. Okay, gotta be careful. Everything's in green. You can tell the sun doesn't hit this area. We got this green moss over everything. They had almost 2 inches of rain here yesterday afternoon, so everything's kind of damp. All right. All right, get back to you later. Okay. You can see where we are, the blue dot. And we've only climbed 400 feet, so But what's nice is I didn't realize this, but there's a loop coming down, so we don't have to take the same trail down. We can take this loop right over here that's on the side, that dotted line. We're going to take that down, so that'll work out. That's what I want to do. Okay, just take a look at this view here. Colors are starting to pop across the lake here. Real nice. Okay, here's one step. We're going to continue. Oh, I can't believe this. This is, I believe, this is the balancing rock. We came all the way up here for this. I thought it was going to be some spectacular rock on a little pivot or something. I think this is it. Oh, God. All right. One step thinks it's further up, but my app shows us we're right at the top. And now we're trying to find the loop trail that takes us back down. Do you see any blazes up there? You see a bigger rock. Okay, well maybe we didn't hit it. We shall see. This definitely is a trail that has been worn. Okay. We'll get back to you in a minute. Oh, maybe I'll keep you here. I see the rock right here. Well, oh, I'm stuck. Okay. Oh, this is the balancing rock. All right, this looks more like a balancing rock. Okay. All right, sorry, folks. This is the balancing rock. Balance rock? Well, I was balancing. Okay. So this is what we climbed up here to see, huh? All right. What do you do? Yeah, push it over. Come on, push. You don't have a good history with rocks. Don't play with rocks. Okay. All right. So this is it. Not impressed. Not impressed. But hey, it's not about the destination. It's about
the rock.
It's about the journey here to it. That's what it's all about. All right, so now the journey will be to come down off this unblazed trail. I don't know if we want to dare it. All right, we'll get back to you. Here we go. Now this is baby Junior. This is Junior balance rock. All right, we decided not to take the bushwhacking trail. It was unmarked, unmaintained, and I'm just not in the mood to bushwhack 1.25 miles down. So we're gonna go down the same path that we came up, and then we got to get to a trail that will lead us on the other side. We're gonna be passing the other side of that lake, and we're gonna be entering or trying to get on the Monadnock Sunapee Greenway. Yeah, how long is that? That's like 70 miles long. Yeah. So no, but that's a 70-mile through hike from point to point. That runs from actually that's it's southern New Hampshire. I haven't done it. I've been wanting to do it. I will do it shortly. But we're going to hit a little section of it today, and we're going to stay at one of the shelters that's on the trail. Okay, so that was part one of today's adventure, the balance rock. Okay. Well, we got our circulation going anyway. It was a good morning warm-up. All right. I'll check back in when we get to the bottom. Okay, we're back down on this fire road. We just came down from the balance rock. That was a interesting 2.5 mile side trip to warm us up. Okay, Now, the shelter is 5 miles from here. We're going to go around the lake, though, along the lake. We're going to go to the west. It's a loop, another big loop here. We're going to take the western side, but there's a fork up here about, I think it's about a quarter mile down. Will be a left, and then we'll come out eventually on the Monadnock Greenway Trail, and then we'll head south to the shelter. So that's our plan. So we'll just be on this little road here for a short ways, then we'll be back in the woods again. All right, there goes Hannah. She never fails. When I'm on this thing, she knows she can take off. All right. Well, we didn't have to climb a mountain to see a balanced rock. We have it right here, right off this trail. I don't know. She thinks that they may have put this here recently because they're working on this fire road. This thing's a mess. We should be getting out of it here shortly. All right, continuing down. All right, double blazes. We got to turn, and there's a sign on a tree there. Oh, that says the campsite. No, that's not it. Oh. Well, it did say a turn. I'm going to have to get the map out. Oh, we got a trail that way. That must be the trail to the east. And this is going to be the trail to the west. Because I know we have to get off this road. All right. Yeah, well.
It doesn't say trail.
We are at a trailhead here. All right.
We'll go check out campsite.
We're going to go up here and visit these people, I guess. Gonna come. All right, so that little other side trail we showed you opposite the fire road, we just thought we'd check this out. We got a little rapids over here. Pretty interesting. And this here goes to like a little swimming hole there and then over into the lake.
Don't let her.
Yeah. Well, it's not the water's coming into this pond, which is probably a beaver pond. I saw a nest back here, or a den, whatever you call it. Oh, there's the parking lot in the where we left our car there. So we're at the opposite end of that little pond when we started. This could be a nice little fishing hole right here. This looks nice. Looks like that's a beaver den over there right across the way. And then on the shoreline we have a couple of ducks or Canadian geese. I see a couple of babies or something small. Yep, yeah, they're moving. Okay, see the color along the shoreline here is changing. Same over across the way here, we got some reds showing up in some of the oak trees. All right, so we're going to continue back. We have to go down that fire road a bit more. Before we get to the trail that we need. Alright, I'll put you away here. Yeah, moving right along on this old fire road here, or snowmobile trail, whatever this is. A lot of water. It rained all last week. I was going stir crazy. I'm glad we finally get to get out here. This is nice. This is a nice shot right here. Alright, now we got to climb a hill here. This looks beautiful. This is going to be a nice little hike up. Alright, later.
What?
I lost it.
That's it.
Where'd it go?
Crossing out leaves, brown leaves.
I lost it.
That's the whole point. He's trying to blend in.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Look at this thing. I like the color of it. Alright, just checking in here. This trail's getting narrower and narrower here. But we're still on course. We're about 4 miles in. We got about a little less than a mile to go to the junction up ahead. Hannah, heel. Hannah. Hey! Beautiful trail. We must have gone over, well over a dozen brooks and rivers. Gotta figure out how to get around this bog here. Everything's wet, a lot of water, which is good. I don't have to hunt for water on this trail, that's for sure. Yeah, so far, I mean, we're both enjoying this. Starting to get a little overgrown, but nothing like we went through in Maine when we bushwhacked across Katahdin Wilderness. Alright, thought I'd check in and show you what we're traversing here. Pretty easy to follow here. I mean, you can tell because of the clearing where the trail is. They don't have, nothing's really blazed. Occasionally you'll see an arrow for snowmobile use later on in the season here, but yeah, we're getting there. All right. Okay, I think we're at the fork here. Came up here to the Five Summers Trail, where we're bearing off of the fire road or whatever we were on. We're about a half a mile from the Greenway Trail and some lookout. So this is the trail. I guess we'll continue on here. So we're about a half a mile, I guess, from another junction. Look at this water just oozing out the side of this whole mountain. It's pretty wet, but so far we've stayed dry. We managed to rock hop over the wet areas. All right, let's continue on. I don't know where the trail goes from here. I guess it's going right up through here. We'll check. Okay, we made it to the Greenway Trail. Levels Lovewell Mountain, Washington, New Hampshire. Okay, so do you want to go and do that lookout up here that's a half a mile? Or do you want to just head, we have to go south this way to get to the shelter, which is only 3/4 of a mile. And it's, what time is it? It's only 1 o'clock. Let's go up to the summit.
All right, if I can have a break.
Yeah, oh yeah, we'll take a break at the summit. All right, we're gonna go up to the summit. I forgot the name of what it was, but anyway, we'll let you know when we get up there. Okay, we're at the summit, Lucaya Mountain here, summit. Where are we? We're right here, 2,500 feet. We're at 750 feet when we started at the lake, so we climbed up a little bit. Here's the shelter we're going. No, we're going to this shelter right here. Max Israel Shelter. Okay, so we'll come back down, head south, and then we come all the way back down to the right about here is the where we left our car. So that'll be tomorrow's hike. All right, so we're on the Sunapee Greenway, Monadnock Sunapee Greenway Trail, and let me show you the view here. Pretty spectacular for being southern. This is southern New Hampshire. Oh, don't drop that down the mountain, hon. You'll lose it. Beautiful day. Look at that. Now, Mount Monadnock, I would think, is that tall one way in the back there. That's Monadnock. That's where this trail starts, and it goes north to Mount Sunapee. Yeah, we can't see that from here, but this is southern New Hampshire here. You can see a little color starting on the tops of the trees. Beautiful, beautiful day. Okay, we're gonna have lunch and then we're gonna head down to the shelter. All right. Everybody's on the trail today. Huh? Look at this guy. He's heading south. He's heading south for the winter. Hannah, you ready to head south? No, not yet, huh? All right. All right. We made it to the shelter, which this isn't what the map said, but this shelter says the Steve Gallopin Shelter at Moose Lookout. Okay. It was built in 201, Eagle Project. Must be Troop 317. Okay, it looks pretty nice. Yeah. Moose Lookout Campsite Trail Register. We got a few maps here. Okay. All right, what do we have for tent sites? Ooh, not much for a tent site right where you are. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good right there. Yeah, you're on a little ridge right here. No, not there. Over here. You want to be right on this ridge. If we get a shower tonight, water will run down both sides.
Yeah, but I'll be falling down one side.
Nah, you'll be all set. All right, let's look around. Let's see what else we have. There's a little trail going that way. That might lead to something. And we have a trail over here. Let's see what's over here. This one looks a little more worn. Oh, this is nice back here. Well, not really. It's got roots. Yeah, you don't want this. That's a hole. All right. Well, we're trying to find a spot for her, and we'll get back to you in a little while after we set up. I've been looking for a while for this mushroom. It's called chicken of the woods, and we hit the mother lode. Look at this thing. I'm just going to take a few pieces for later today. We'll do it up in oil. But this is it. Chicken of the woods. Alright, it looks like a pumpkin. Alright. Oh, look at that shot. Alright. Good morning. We're leaving early. We didn't want to stick around. We didn't even have breakfast. We had some dickheads come in last night. Late. Then they stayed up late. Didn't even attempt to keep their noise down. Oh, was I freaking pissed. So, payback's a bitch. So we got up early this morning. We made all kinds of racket, and they were trying to sleep in. She came out of her tent, gave me a dirty look, and I just looked her right back, and I just kept making noise and shuffling my contractor bag. You know how much noise that stuff makes. I love it. Love payback. Inconsiderate people. So we're now doing the second half of this loop, and we are on the Monadnock Sunapee Greenway. We got about, I think we have a couple of miles, and then we got to take Bear something trail back over to that fire road that we started in on yesterday. So this is a nice trail right now. Typical fall, leaves everywhere. Oh, gotta be careful. I hate these log things. Let me get over here. Okay. What's that? Yeah. Make sure you keep your foot perpendicular to the logs. Help prevent you from slipping. Alright, so we will, this will probably be a short video. I don't think there's much from here on out, except, you know, just showing you the trail here. It's real nice. So, till next time, I'm probably going to sign off now. So I'm now on Instagram. You can keep up with our daily trips. I try to post a picture or something there daily while I'm on a trip, and that's the best venue to ask me a question, or if you need to get a hold of me, and that would be the best. Facebook, I very rarely look at the, well, I don't get notified if there's a comment. I have to go hunting for it, so I don't do that too often. And then I'll have this up on YouTube for future reference. So if you're in New England and you want to do a nice weekend outing, I would highly recommend this trail. This is really nice. Secure parking. So you can keep that in mind. Okay, so till next time, pause Hannah, and one step. We'll be signing off. All right, I'm going to step in here and explain to you what happened the second day when we were hiking out. And we didn't have breakfast because I was so pissed. I wanted to just get out of that shelter area. Those people, they were very rude and kept us up till like 11 o'clock at night. So the plan was to hike out and get to the parking lot, and there were a lot of tables in that area, and we were just going to have breakfast there. So while we were hiking south to get to that bear trail cutoff, there was a trail sign up on the top that said Pillsbury State Park further south on the Greenway, instead of taking that Bear Notch Trail to the parking lot. So one step said, well, why don't we just stay on the Greenway Trail, and we'll take this ridge trail cutoff that would bring us right to the parking lot. So I said, yeah, all right, sounds good. It's a little shorter. And well, we're hiking, and we can't find this trail. And I look at the map. I had two maps, and we had one paper map, and we had two apps with trails on it. And they kept saying we were lining ourselves up on the app, the little blue dot that shows where you are, on the trail, and it showed there was supposed to be that cutoff trail, ridge trail was right there. And we're looking, and there's nothing. So I said, well, maybe it's a little further down. So we continued to hike further south to another mountain. We went up that second little mountain, and still no trail. And finally, I just said, hey, this trail does not exist. And this was like after an hour and a half of hiking. So we've from the time we left that campsite shelter. So I decided, let's just turn around and go back to the Bear Trail, and because we know that one exists, and we'll just take that one back. And on our way back, we stopped to take a break because now we're running on empty. We've got in almost 3 hours of hiking on an empty stomach. we were going up and down these smaller mountains, 2,500 footers, 2,600 footers, and we had to stop. So while we were stopped having a snack, this thru hiker came up from the south. And I asked him, I said, did you ever go by this ridge cutoff trail? He goes, oh yeah, it's down here a little bit. So we didn't go far enough anyway to get to that trail. So we still hiked further north. We got back to the Bear Trail cutoff, and we took that back. So just keep that in mind, that the trails on the paper map, the trails are there, but the location, or the location on paper is not exactly where it is in real life. So just, if you do this loop, just continue further south, you'll come to that ridge cutoff trail at the south, so you'd have a nice complete loop. Don't run into the same problem that we did. We also ran into an area coming down one of the mountains that morning, and I ran into an oak log that was down, and it was the mother lode of the chicken of the woods mushroom. I've been looking all summer for these mushrooms in New England. I just could not find them. And here, I have photos. You'll see photos. Like I said, it was the mother lode. There was a lot of chicken of the woods. So that was pretty nice. We ran into that. I did not grab any because we I was just frustrated, and I just wanted to get off the trail and have breakfast. So, and I didn't want to have to go into my pack, get a Ziploc, and we're on the side of a mountain. It was just, you know, it just wasn't good timing to be harvesting. So, but I know where they are, so I can go back and get a load at some point next time we're in that area. So I just wanted to come in and explain what happened the second day. I really wasn't in the mood for videoing. Those rude people really put me on the wrong foot. So hope you enjoy this. I have a few still photos I took of this trip. It's from the Pillsbury State Park in southern New Hampshire. Highly recommend it. Enjoy the photos. We're actually getting ready now. We're leaving in a couple of days for the holiday here. We're going to be going to northern New Hampshire. 3 days we're going to be doing the Cabot Mountain Range in northern New Hampshire. So that will probably be the next trip coming up that I will have in sequence here. Okay. All right. See you on the trail, and please, when you come into camp late, try to keep the noise down. Okay. There are people who don't like to stay up till 11 or midnight on the trail. All right, see you folks.